Alright, so today we're talking pennyboards.
In about 25 minutes from now. Latest weather in London, it's hot, 22 degrees and a bit humid as well. A little bit of scattering and broken cloud.
Welcome to London. The fact I brought this vehicle right here is awesome. And we're gonna make some good use of it for sure.
Of course it's starting to rain now. Next day. So I'm taking the board with me today, as you can see here, though my hopes for using it aren't too high because the weather hasn't been too board friendly, and especially if it has been raining, as apparently it has been overnight, there's gonna be more debris on the road, more gravel, which can be pretty dangerous. I think I've once broken my rib because I fell down while riding my board on a wet surface. It was just a small piece of gravel, completely invisible to me. My wheels were a bit too small and too hard for rolling over it, and it just suddenly stopped, which made me fall in full length. So it's gonna be walking and public transport again, though in London that's not that big of a deal. This is Wanstead and must be quite a good place to live. If you've got the park here and behind that got the skyline, it's pretty cool. I might have just been on the wrong side again. You just don't get used to it that quickly. These right here, no good. Escalators, you gotta stand on the right, and the very second you stand on the left, somebody wants to pass you. It's absolutely guaranteed.
Find the gap between the train and the platform.
This is Whitechapel.
This is more like it. It's one of the more classic London Underground trains. It's the one I've grown up with when I was here. It's almost like I should get one of these, though only because it looks like future funk, maybe not. I'm not usually a souvenir type of guy, but this was an order given to me by a very good friend. So that's why I went here. Now, let's head to the real good stuff. Now this here, for example, would be a really great place to ride a pennyboard if they weren't so many people. I guess that's why it's kept so clean. lived here, I'd come here more often, that's for sure. So now that we're out the park, which just ended here, we're on a somewhat clean-ish street. So I suppose let's try out riding our pennyboard here after crossing the street, of course. Because we're still on the wrong side, although we are on the right-hand side. That's a surprise. It turns out around Canary Wharf and clean places like this, you can actually ride a pennyboard very well, or any kind of board, because, well, the streets are very clean and there's less people around than you would probably think. And so far security hasn't said anything, so if they do, I'll let you know, but it doesn't seem like they mind it. Maybe in certain zones you can't do that, but let's see. Okay, so we find ourselves downtown now, and this is basically what we've been waiting for. We've just been at an immersive Van Gogh exhibition, and I gotta say that was really interesting. There were some 360-degree painting versions, animated versions of it, projected onto the walls, and I gotta say, with the music and all of that, that was pretty cool. Can definitely recommend it, although I think it's temporary. So if you're in London right now, probably a good place to visit. So right now we're approaching Brick Lane, which is a place I got recommended. I don't have my board with me right now, and I gotta say, on these streets right here, it's probably a good place to use them because these streets are pretty clean. On the other streets in more suburban areas, it was not that good of an idea to ride the board because there was a lot of gravel on the road, and that can sometimes get a bit dangerous with a pennyboard, which is why I upgraded my wheels on it. On a narrow London street like this, where there's not a lot of cars and it's meant more for bicycles, it's totally possible to ride a pennyboard as well. Alright, let's see Brick Lane now. Pennyboards. Who are these for? And do they really even serve a purpose these days? Well, after all, I guess this one is kind of a niche product, since I don't really see anyone using it these days. My number one use case is probably when I'm anywhere by train and can't really take a bicycle with me or any other vehicle. I'm taking this one with me. I'm hanging it onto my backpack, and that means if I'm ever taking it, I'm slightly faster than pedestrians. I can go up to about 15 miles per hour. Now this is about the speed that electric scooters are allowed to go in Germany. They can go like 20 kilometers per hour, which is 12 miles per hour. And this pennyboard, it can keep up, but only on a smooth surface. If you're going slightly off-road, if there's any like debris or gravel on the road, you better stop, because it can actually get pretty dangerous. Like I said, I once took a fall and broke a rib with the old wheels that used to be on this. Since then, obviously I upgraded the wheels to some slightly bigger but also softer ones, just like you would do with off-road tires. And since then, I haven't had any issues quite yet. Of course, the possibility is still there. Now, electric scooters, of course, they have the advantage that they are electric, but they're also a lot more expensive than a board, be it a penny board or a longboard or any kind of board really that is not electric. And this one only cost me about 70 bucks. Plus another probably like 70 for the wheels. With some good ball bearings, it's still way cheaper than an electric scooter. Plus, if you need insurance for that one, which in a country like Germany you do, electric scooters are much more expensive to maintain than penny boards. You get this and you're pretty much done. You do need to switch out the ball bearings on these every year, about every year, but that's about it really. And for that advantage in price, I'm gladly accepting the workout for my legs. Now, filmmakers like me have a special use case for these, because with these things you can actually get some pretty smooth and stable footage. Some like dolly shots, slides, even parallax, you name it. And if you're using one of these on a smooth surface, you don't really even need a gimbal anymore. So for music videos or something like this, these can actually be very helpful. In fact, some of the footage I shot in Canary, Wharf was actually done with this penny board. And in a more free country like the US of A, you would probably use a one wheel or a boosted board for something like that, which of course is better because you don't have to propel it with your foot every time. But in a country like Germany, where the electric versions of these are not illegal, these ones are your best choice. And the combination of these factors is why I still ride my penny board a lot. So there you have it. Did you enjoy this? Did you maybe get inspired to ride your board more by this video? Or are you still riding your penny board? Or have you maybe just started? Let me know in the comments below. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't want to miss out on any of the upcoming videos, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out!